Back here on CBS Sports HQ, Michigan national champs, Jim Harbaugh and the Wolverines at the podium.
University. What has the university done to support you guys both on and off the field, and how has it shaped the individual that's on this stage today as a national champion?
Let's start with Blake. You go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, man, this is the best university in the world. I'm so blessed to have a degree from the university. You can't fail there. You know, you have so much support, so much help. You know, we have the academic center. We can get tutors when we want. The professors are really good. You know, you can't fail. And they make sure of that. And that degree from the University of Michigan will set you up for the next 40 years. And I'm so glad, you know, I chose and these guys chose. I know I can speak for them because I know they're glad as well. But we chose the University of Michigan. It's such a prestigious school, like you said.
I'm really glad you chose the University of Michigan, too.
I appreciate you. It's another reason why I came, by the way.
JJ, do you have any response to that?
I would just say, you know, Coach Harbaugh hit on it last night. It takes a lot more than just being a football player to be a Michigan man. And, you know, everything that, you know, the rigorous school schedule, the rigorous, you know, football schedule, it just forges us into these Michigan men. And, you know, couldn't be in a better spot. You know, like Blake said, greatest university in the world.
All right, we'll take our next question from right down here, far left.
Hi, Mitch Albom, Detroit Free Press. Congratulations to all of you. JJ, can you talk about the ebb and flow of this game? You know, early on, it felt like you guys ran out to a lead, then it kind of slowed down, and particularly when it all kind of came together on that third down play where you ended up having a scramble. I don't know if that was a call play or not, and how that turned things, what you were thinking on that play, et cetera.
You know, we started off really hot. You know, everything was clicking, but I feel like we got to points in the games where we were beating ourselves. You know, we were just, I was missing throws. I was missing some reads. And, you know, it just comes down to moving on to the next play, flushing the last play, and, you know, just staying in the present moment and just trying to, you know, attack one play at a time. Oh, yeah, the third down run. I just saw it on film all week that they were going to give me an opportunity at some point, and being backed up like that, you don't want to be, you know, sitting back in the end zone for too long. And, you know, I just saw the crease. The offensive line did a great job of making sure they didn't shed those blocks, and, you know, the rest is history.
Right here, stay one row behind, left.
Nicole Auerbach, The Athletic. For all three players, but Blake, we start with you. It always seemed like in all the big moments this season, the leaders, the captains, the star players always stepped up. So can you just talk about what that felt like, or when you knew that the team needed you to make a big play, especially in today's game?
Yeah, you know, playmakers, you know, coaches always say playmakers have to make plays. And, you know, don't wait on anyone else to make a play. But, you know, today was a complete, you know, team effort. You know, there's so many people making plays out there. And when we needed to play, someone made it, whether it had been myself, whether it had been Will, whether it had been JJ or Donovan, you know, Colston. I could keep going on and on just because so many guys made plays. But when the play needs to be made, playmakers make them, and we have a lot of them.
Okay, we're going to go right back here. Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted a couple more. My fault. Will, can you answer that?
Yeah, like Blake said, in these type of games, I mean, big-time players make big-time plays. So I just give all the credit to our coaches and all the people that helped us prepare for these games. And that's just what it is. I mean, we prepared for it, so we were just ready for the moment.
JJ?
Yeah, it doesn't happen unless all 11 are clicking. You know, the players, they really can't make the plays unless everyone's on the same page. So, you know, all credit goes to everybody out there on the field and the coaches.
Okay, we're going to take our next question over here, third row on the aisle.
Hey, Sean J. Roger from CBS Sports over here. Congratulations to all of you, first of all. You know, JJ and then Blake, you know, obviously that last year you were standing on the sidelines in the Fiesta Bowl as the confetti came down. How far have you come from that moment, and how much have you learned from your last two runs in the playoff to kind of help get you to this point?
You want to start, man? You want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'd say, you know, we came a long way, but in order to accomplish things like this, you got to go to those, you know, dark places where everything's not great. And, you know, just the response, you know, the urgency right after that last game last year, it was different. I knew it, you know, just from being on the podium last year and saying that we'll be back. I knew the guys that were coming back, and I had this feeling that it was going to be where we are right now. And, you know, just all credit goes to, you know, the players on this team, everybody in that facility, Coach Harbaugh. Like, that man, he's the reason we're here today. So just all thanks to him and to everybody on the team.
Yeah, for me, you know, when we all decided to come back, we knew what it took to get here, right? And when we all said we were coming back, and the guys that, had no other choice but to come back, we had to pay attention to details. And our strength coach actually hit on it last night when he was talking to us. But, it's the little things, the details, and we really locked in on those details all the way back, to winter workouts, summer workouts. We were always just trying to execute at a high level and pay attention to detail. I think that's what separated us a lot.
Question right up here on our left, first row.
Steve Futterman, congratulations. You could go 15-0, run the table, easily win every game. You'd be elated right now, no matter what happened. I'm trying to ask you, this was not a season where everything went the way you wanted it to. There was the off-the-field issues, which we all know about. Can you talk about the satisfaction having overcome those as well to get to this point? Does it make it even sweeter?
Can I? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it couldn't have gone better. It went exactly how we wanted it to go, to win every game. The off-the-field issues, we're innocent. And we stood strong and tall because we knew we were innocent. And I just like to point that out. And these guys are innocent. And, yeah, overcome that. It wasn't that hard because we knew we were innocent. So, yeah, that's really what I want to say. It went exactly how we wanted it to go. It went exactly how we wanted it to go. Yeah.
I would just say the culture that Coach Harbaugh, Coach Herb, and all those guys instill in us. I mean, the distractions were built to last, no matter what the outside circumstance is. So that's just what we're all about.
Second row, Bill.
And lastly, I just want to also point out, nothing fancy here. There was no nothing surprising. It was just good old-fashioned teamwork, good old-fashioned hard work by these players and these coaches. And none of us are up here taking a deep, long bow because we know this was good old-fashioned teamwork.
Bunch of blue-collar guys.
Second row on our left, Bill.
This question's for Blake. You guys rushed for 303 yards on 8 yards per carry tonight. You started hot in the running game. They kind of adjusted. You finish. How satisfying, or how happy were you for Donovan, first of all, and how satisfying was it to close out with the running game?
I was so excited for Donovan because I just felt like he needed that, right? He needed it. He's back. He's back. Dono's back. Dono's back, and I don't know what he's gonna do, after this game. I hope he just celebrates and doesn't think about, what decision he's gonna make. But I was so happy for him. That's something Donovan, he's been praying for, and he talked to the media the other day. I listened to the interview, and he said, he's working on growing. He said he went to a therapist and just talking and talking, and, but Donovan, he puts in the work. He's always there. Yeah. I love that guy. Don, that's going to be a, what do you call it? Good friend, known agent?
Trusted agent and known friend.
Trusted agent, known friend for life. That's my guy. And I'm glad I got to share a backfield with Donovan. I wish Donovan nothing but the best. And if he ever needed anything, best believe I'll be there for him.
I also just want to mention something about Donovan. I've had the honor to be his roommate for 2 years, and just knowing everything he goes through behind the scenes and just the man he is on a day-to-day basis, this couldn't have been a better moment for him to just show out and show the world who he really is. And, I'm just so freaking happy for the guy.
The Don is back.
And I want to talk about the defense. I mean, that was a spectacular game by our defense. Jesse Minter, the coaches, Coach Klink, elite quarterback, and Michael Penix. This man, Will Johnson, talked at halftime like, we got to get this momentum back. And darn if we don't get it back the first play of the second half. I mean, yeah, pull it down. That was phenomenal. And the tackling, we missed a couple, but just a couple. Mike Sanders still, I hope somebody could go grab him and get him up here at the podium. Amazing stalwart of a player, just like these three that are here. I mean, when a play needs to be made, Mike Sanders still has made it. When a play needs to be made, Blake Corum makes it. When a play needs to be made, Will Johnson makes it. When a play needs to be made, J.J. McCarthy makes it. Donovan Edwards makes it. Jalen Harrell makes it. Junior Colson makes it. Rod Moore makes it. When you just got great players, when you have great players that unanimously support each other, those things that coaches talk about, you can't, control what you can control. These guys control the uncontrollable things with how they train, how they work, how they play, and their unanimous support for each other. You never doubt if somebody on this team has your back.
Okay, we're going to take just 2 more here for the student athletes. Start here in the front.
Yeah, Eric Olson with the Associated Press. Blake, just wanted to ask a little bit about the first quarter. You guys run for about 175 yards, and then you guys went a little quiet with the ground game until you kind of got it back in the second half. Was it something that Washington did? Did they make an adjustment that you noticed, or what kind of happened there that kind of had you guys stall out just a bit before you got it going again?
They may have added another guy in the box, but they made some good plays too. That's why they were in the national championship. So, I mean, I give them the credit. Like you said, we started fast. They slowed us up a little bit, but then when we needed to start fast again, we started fast. So, they had us for a little bit. And we knew what they were going to get theirs.
We had another ace up the sleeve.
We did. We had a
play action pass.
Oh my! That was great.
That was amazing because JJ can talk about this. Because I just saw it. I mean, he lived it. But, I mean, he went to release that ball, and his arm got hit. And then somehow you, just wrist.
Flick the wrist.
I mean, flick the old booger off the end of the finger or something. I mean, but you got that ball, with some zip. Colston, that'd be about 30 yards downfield. Talk about that.
And the yak.
How'd you do that?
Oh, well.
You did that.
Well, first off, we set it up earlier. I think it was the drive before, running the same play, but it was actually a run. And, it was just one of those plays where, just trusted my fundamentals, trusted, the play, trusted Colston, just seeing him over the middle and seeing the linebackers press up. I knew it was going to be there. So I just had to get that ball off, and the line held up just enough. They held up just enough.
Yeah, it was a huge play. The 4th and 13 play, Mike Sanders still makes that interception, returns it down to the 6 or 7 yard line. Will Johnson, that interception. Blake Corum, his big run. Donovan, his 2 big runs. And that play right there, had to get the momentum back. They just scored, cut the lead to 7, and then we hit that big 40, 50 yarder. That was right on time.
Last one for our student athletes on the right aisle.
I'm waiting. Jim, go.
All right, that is it for our student athletes. Thank you all very much, gentlemen. Coach Harbaugh, if you could hold back, now questions are for you. I know.
Oh, I thought I already had the question. Thanks, guys.
All right, here we go. We'll start right here on the aisle, far right.
Jim Denistad, CBS Sports. What box or boxes do you have left to check now in your coaching career if you've won a national championship?
Well, I check the biggest box. For me personally, just to be, part of the family, with my dad, who won a national championship with Western Kentucky in 2002, and John Harbaugh, who won the Super Bowl, 2012 season, 2013 Super Bowl. I get to sit at the big person's table now. That feels really good. Just, to be the only coach in your own family that hasn't won a national title or Super Bowl, the championship. That feels great personally.
I'm going to come down here right in the very front row.
Coach, A.D. Moore, Ad Max Corner, Houston Roundball. Coach Blake Corum was stated that he always wanted a Michigan man to be at the head of the respective programs. Now a Michigan man has led this program back to the pinnacle of success. How do you feel now, and how does it that the fact that was something that is sort of written in law, that what Bo wanted and you were able to accomplish it?
It feels great. I told the team last night that that means so much to me, to be a Michigan man. Bo Schembechler would talk about the team. When I was growing up, my dad coached here from 73 to 79, coached the secondary for Bo, and would always come home and tell us things Bo said. And all the time would talk about the team, and what that meant. No man, no player, no coach bigger than the team. And then when I played here at Michigan as a quarterback in the 80s, you heard it a lot, all the time. You know, the team. And we brought that back, you know, when I came here in 2015. You know, the team. And we've made some additions to it. You know, we talk about what's good for the bee is good for the hive, and what's good for the hive is good for the bee. We talk about all kind of things, but that's what it comes from. You know, just doing something that's bigger than for yourself. You know, caring about somebody other than yourself. You know, never being outworked. You know, doing right. You know, you don't lie, you don't cheat, you don't steal, and you do the best. You give it the very best that you the best of your God-given ability. That's you know, that and more. I mean, you could probably write a book what it means to be a Michigan man, but you know, someday when they throw dirt over top of me, if somebody who's eulogizing me, who was on this team, or one of my teammates, you know, when I was playing at Michigan, if they would simply say he was a Michigan man, that would mean everything. It would mean everything to me. And there's no question, there's probably about 110 guys like that on our football team. And there's some young guys, you know, some freshmen, some young sophomores that they don't know quite what it means yet, but like I didn't when I was a freshman and a sophomore in college. You know, it took time to realize just, you know, what a magnificent thing it is to be part of a team where everybody has your back, everybody supports you, you know, unanimously. Yeah, we slip and we fail sometimes, but that's what a Michigan man does. He makes it right. So, as I said, I'm not the definition maker of what a Michigan man is or isn't, but that's what's inside me. That's what I think of it. And probably like anybody's life or life story, you know, it would take a book to write it all, and that's what I kind of think of being a Michigan man. It would probably take a book to put everything into it, but very proud to be a Michigan man.
Next question over here on the aisle on our right.
Pat 40 from Sports Illustrated. You used the racehorse analogy several times leading up to this game. Blinders on, stretch run. Yeah. You've crossed the wire. What's next?
Yeah, that was everything. You know, it was just, you know, that last phase line, that last one more game. You know, and we won it. And so such a one-track mind for our entire football team. I just love it. That was one of our goals, you know, win the next game. To have completed them all, you know, win the big games, win the Big Ten championship, you know, win the Rose Bowl, win the national championship. It just feels good. You just want to pull it down, you know. It's glorious. It's a glorious feeling.
Next question from right across the aisle.
Andy Staples on.